Hello and welcome back to the Grog Hoarders. It's me, it's Paddy, and you join us for another live stream in the game that is called Sea of Thieves, that is definitely not dying a very long, painful death. But we're here anyway, enduring and indulging in the sweetness of the dyingness of this game. That made no sense. But we are joined here with Jacob. Say hello, Jacob.
The name's Oscar Finch. Still don't know who the fuck this Jacob is, but yes, I am here.
Hi.
How are you on this fine evening here on the Sea of Thieves?
I'm very well, Jacob. I'm very well.
Glad to hear.
It's a couple of days before the Valentine's Day, so this stream is dedicated to all the lovers.
Aha, yes, capitalism's favorite holiday.
Yes.
Celebrating everything about love and adoration by buying chocolate of all things.
Well, no, I got flowers, roses. Here, you see the fucking price of roses? Marks and Spencer's.
It's ridiculous.
Marks and Spencer's for 12 roses, fucking £25.
Yeah, that's
For
too bad.
roses!
I mean, honestly, you could just grow a bush yourself, keep it in your garden. I think you have those across the pond, right?
Yep.
Everyone has a goddamn garden somewhere.
Oh,
and just snip it yourself when the time comes around.
Hack them off and
It's
give
not
them
that
to
hard to do.
Jesus Christ, £25. So I got my girlfriend some roses. I got her some chocolates, a wee teddy bear, a little sort of like photo slate of us both, things like that. I mean,
Dedication you put
got
into
her.
this.
Well, the thing is, Jacob, this is the. Would you like to hear the shocking thought? Right.
Go
Right.
on.
You see, right. The teddy bear, the photo slate. I got her a little scented candle. I got her a little sort of like wee ornament thing. It's like a wee box that you open up and it's a wee glass teddy bear and a wee I love you on it. I got her what else? Box of chocolates and all that. Right, you see all of that. That still cheaper than the roses. The
Seriously?
roses was the most expensive part of that, and they're only going to last a week.
Whereas everything else is indefinite.
Well,
unless
except
it
from the
breaks.
chocolate.
Oh, well, yeah, true.
And unless her dog tears apart the teddy bear.
Oh, one would hope not.
Hopefully not. But you see what I mean?
Yes, I do. Rather ludicrous.
It's so ludicrous.
Speaking of things that are ludicrous, should we get sailing on these seas and
Yes.
see what we might encounter?
What are we doing, Jacob?
Fuck if I know. I presume the same thing as we have been doing, killing specters and some such.
Okay.
We could also try going on a voyage too, if you'd like, but I'm not sure where.
Well, it's up to you, Jacob. I'll leave it up to you. This is a pirate crew.
Fair enough. There is that tornado on the horizon, but I'm not sure what it's for.
That's a ghost fleet. They're shite.
Oh, never mind. Ah, fuck it. Let's just... Oh, there's a level 5 Reapers emissary over at Molten Sands Fortress.
What?
Now, we don't obviously know the size of the ship. Although, if the shadow was relevant to the size, it would be, I guess, a galleon? I'm not sure. I was going to originally say we should go find those ghosts at the coffin here in the Devil's Roar, but with that emissary there, I'm not sure if we still should. I mean, they're definitely going to be occupied with whatever it is new addition.
Well, those ghosts
at that island
don't have to be in the Devil's Roar.
Well, I mean, they don't? I thought they always spawned in the Devil's Roar.
No, sure we find one out in the normal Sea of Thieves.
I think we found one on the island adjacent to the Devil's Roar. I don't think it was, like, far away.
It was like Crescent, was it not?
Crescent Isle?
Apparently
Are you
so.
sure?
Or Cannon Cove. It was one of those ones. It was in and around Port Merrick. One of the
It's probably
large
Crescent
islands.
Isle then, I guess. Well, I guess in that case we can just go from large island to large island to see what we find.
See if
Maybe?
find exactly. See if we can find a
So you want to go to Kraken's Fall, or should we go to like Marauder's Arch?
uh,
I'd say Old Faithful, but that one's a pain.
no, we don't go to Old Faithful. Where should we go to?
Well, there's a level 1 Reapers down at Plunder Outposts. So I'm not sure if we should go that far south. We'll stick it in the wilds. Let's go check out, I guess, Marauder's Arch. But actually, no, if we do that, then we're far away from everything else.
Yeah.
We could just head west and, what, look at Sunken Grove, or is that not large enough? Large enough.
We could try. We'll hop it. We'll island hop.
Alright.
But
Well, in that case, I think we should try out Shipwreck Bay then.
okay, where's that? West.
The direction we're heading right now, actually.
Excellent. So while we are traveling in this direction, shall we engage in the brand new segment that we are doing on Thursday nights now, which I have now called, aptly named, Conversation Street, which we will have a jingle for next.
Conversation Street, but
Con-
we're on the open sea.
It's
I don't
the
see any goddamn traffic lights.
It's the irony of it. Just go with it, right?
Uh-huh.
It's Conversation
Sure.
Street, okay, and there will be there
Alright,
there will
alright.
be
We sit down here on the bow of the ship.
Right. So Jacob, shall we see what is happening in the gaming news at this present moment in time?
Sure. What's the latest happenings?
So the latest happenings is a sad one to start off with. Resident Evil 4 Remake is being review bombed 3 years after its release.
Seriously?
Apparently so.
Why are they review bombing it? Especially 3 years later. Did they release a controversial update or something?
I will tell you in a minute. When my internet decides to work. There we go. So Capcom's Resident Evil 4 Remake is facing a review bombing on Steam almost 3 years after its initial release. Players are voicing their displeasure with Resident Evil 4 Remake after Capcom released an update that changed the game's DRM, which has... Oh, for fuck's sake. Jacob, can you seal us away from this? The music...
We're sailing right past it. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Music's gonna be there regardless.
Okay, let me turn this down because this is not what we want to use for YouTube. We don't want
Don't need a
battle
copyright
music.
strike, right?
We don't need battle music in the audio settings, music volume.
I mean, I will say some of it could be quite combative content, perhaps.
Oh,
But yes,
but
I imagine it's not needed.
anyway, yes. Players are voicing their displeasure with Resident Evil 4's remake after Capcom released an update that changed the game's DRM, which has significantly affected its performance. Upon its launch in 2023, the Resident Evil 4 remake received critical acclaim and went to top critic average of 92. With 98% of critics recommending the game, but obviously this new update, which has changed the DRM, it has caused quite a stir. It gives players would be expecting to see a worse FPS. I think this is just in the PC version. I don't think this is on consoles.
Well, that would explain why it's only being review bombed on Steam, right?
Yeah, but it's having a severe impact on the FPS, sometimes rendering the game unplayable.
Well, my question is, why would they put out a patch and update that actively made the game worse.
See,
I mean, surely it was at least a point in which everyone was loving and enjoying it. If it got a 92 out of 100 in its previous, review, it must have been stable. So why would they release something that intentionally broke it? Unless
yeah,
it was unintentional?
that
But even then,
is
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
that's a very good point, Jacob. But like, obviously, these guys didn't know that this would happen. Mike, now I haven't played Resident Evil 4 remake. I might someday, and I might play it on Steam just to see what it's like. However, I personally, if I'm to hazard a guess as to what's going on, they've changed this. They've changed this to this new DRM mode, and that I think it might be meant for upper spec PCs like mine. I would say if I loaded up the Resident Evil 4 remake, I wouldn't have a problem. Maybe, I don't know.
Well,
I
we
might
have no
download
way
it.
of knowing without you owning the game.
I
Yes.
need to actually try it. But if I was to hazard a guess as what has happened, um, but I mean we don't know. We don't know. It's speculation. But
Maybe you could hazard a guess at it after you actually put a shot yourself.
that's
And then we can continue this in another segment in a few weeks, perhaps.
exactly. So moving swiftly on, the new God of War game
Okay.
leak is something completely unexpected.
Uh, was this the talking heads that you mentioned before?
The talking heads. Oh, you mean the AI?
The AI shit,
The
yeah,
AI
yeah.
podcasters? No, no.
Oh, then
Uh,
you extrapolate.
New leaks suggest a rumored God of War Metroidvania spin off may be a multi platform release. There's been a lot of movement around the series lately, with the upcoming Amazon show making major cast announcements and rumours of at least 2 games reportedly in development. Now there's reason to
Huh.
believe that God of War titles could make its way to other consoles other than PS5. Neither Sony or Santa Monica Studios has confirmed any new God of War games, but multiple reports have come out about a couple. It's been more than 3 years since Ragnarok, so fans are expecting another mainline entry to get announced before not too long. While the Norse storyline may have wrapped up, the rumored next God of War will be inspired by Egyptian mythology.
There has been a
Ooh.
lot of speculation ever since God of War. Well, I want to say the reboot or just the beginning of the Norse saga, which is only 2 games as of the moment.
Yeah.
Because I believe in one of the rooms there were murals that depicted Egyptian deities, or at least symbols of them.
Yeah.
The main one being the eye of the pharaoh that you often see, that they also use to represent like Cleopatra and whatnot, or horse. And honestly, I don't know that much about Egyptian mythology,
That's
but
true.
they've been sowing the seeds for that for what,
It would
five,
make
6 years
sense
now?
in the next course of action. It would, and I
And
actually think it would be a breath of fresh air because I'm sorry, but I think Chinese Japanese mythology has been overdone of late.
I would also say that Chinese and Japanese mythology has a lot more different gods, like hundreds of them, depending
It's
if you go
fascinating.
Shinto.
Don't get me
I mean,
wrong,
it's
it's
a wide
fascinating.
variety, but it would be hard to capture them all for one game.
But
I mean, obviously, even with the Norse religion, which there is a few dozen deities in it,
yeah,
I would say that they didn't capture anywhere near all of them, but they at least got a good few in, the big and major ones. It'd be hard
true.
to do that with Chinese mythology, and even then, with the recent release of, what is it, Wukong,
Yep.
that might be a bit of a hot contender,
Well,
since that
unfortunately,
one's still meant to be pretty popular, I think.
I genuinely think the feudal samurai Chinese Japanese setting actually it is a wee bit waterlogged at the minute. Like there's
The setting itself, yes,
there has been a
sure.
lot of games on
But I
recent
will say,
years.
I'm not sure about mythology, at least for like the Japanese one. Because
Yeah,
yes, you have games like Ghost of Tsushima that have come out, and what was
Ghost
it,
of
Sekiro
Tsushima,
Shadows
Ghost of
twice,
Yotai,
which was
Neo
Ghost
3,
of Yotai was a sequel.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, Rise of
Oh, I
Ronin.
forgot about
Yeah,
that. Right.
that sort of setting and that style is waterlogged at the minute, and and another setting other than Chinese mythology would be quite nice.
Hmm.
But
Egyptian mythology will definitely be a unique turn for the series. We
but
haven't really seen that much before.
the rumors regarding God of War is that there is a 2.5D Metroidvania God of War game which has been making its way around the internet since mid 2025. The rumors have, sorry, with so many different sources backing them. The prediction seems fairly believable at this point. However, a potential Switch 2 release is in development.
Huh. Well,
So
I will say, I love myself a good Metroidvania in the likes of Hollow Knight and Silksong.
yeah,
So I would actually quite enjoy a take on God of War in that franchise.
it would
However,
be interesting, wouldn't it?
I remain somewhat dubious because I don't know if Santa Monica has ever done anything in that vein. I mean, certainly they've done everything they can with God of War. It's their craft.
Yeah,
But that's an entirely different format of game because it'll be a side scroller, at least in some part. How you're going to then structure the level. Oh, fuck. Excuse that, Rock. How you're going to
who
structure
put
the
that there?
levels, the power system, uh, general progression. Obviously, with Metroidvanias, there's lots of platforming as well, and even then, some puzzle solving with it. So that'll be also unique to see. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, and it should, as a Metroidvania, be rather small as well, which it makes sense why it would fit on something like the Switch too.
Exactly.
Now,
Um.
is it going to be like Silksong Hollow Knight, blow things out of the water? Maybe, maybe not, but one could be hopeful.
Well. Here's another God of War story.
Go for it.
So here. Did you know this? There was a state of play tonight.
I no.
I didn't know this either. So Sony has
Well,
closed
we can have some
its
live updates.
yeah. Sony closed its latest state of play event with to shadow drop a brand new God of War game, as
Seriously?
well
Wait,
as
wait, 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 wait.
confirmed.
Shadow Drop?
Yeah, Shadow Drop. This is probably the Metroidvania one. So they to Shadow Drop a brand new God of War game, as well as confirm the long-rumored Greek mythology remake, God of War. Which is one of Sony's biggest franchises of all time. So we're getting a remake of the first one. Santa Monica Studios has put one incredible new God of War game after another. The original games are beloved for their intense action and epic moments. It's been long assumed that the set of the events of God of War that works. Yeah, the God of War Greek trilogy and Sons of Sparta is officially announced for getting a remake.
Hell yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they adapt the infamous press circle to, get it on button that you
Oh
see in
God,
clips here and
yes.
there. But
I remember that.
beyond that, I imagine they'll do a fantastic job. Although I would not be surprised if they cut out that detail from it. Although it does make me wonder, given how Kratos is now having a softer take as a more mature individual moving past some of his trauma and actually raising a son, if they're going to take out some of his past brutality.
Yeah.
Since, to be quite blunt, there was a lot of times that he killed people that didn't need killing whatsoever. If anything, he was in the wrong in a lot of them, at least in the case of some.
Maybe.
So hopefully they don't tone it down and jeopardize the story, because quite clearly we're meant to be able to have the conscience of who he used to be and who he is now. So it'd be good if they kept all the,
Well, while God of War
you know,
fans wait for
happenings.
information on the Greek trilogy remake, they can jump into a brand new entry in the series that is being shadow dropped onto the PS5 immediately. God of War Sons of Sparta is retailing for $29.99 for the standard edition and $39.99 for the digital deluxe edition. which comes with a digital art book and the digital soundtrack, PlayStation Network avatar of young Kratos. The Sons of Sparta title is an
Okay.
official Metroidvania 2D platformer. So there we go. If we waited like 5
Interesting.
minutes, we could like have confirmed that. So yeah. So not only are we getting the God of War Greek trilogy remake, we are getting the Sons of Sparta Metroidvania style game, 2D platformer, which I say like that is pretty feckin' positive.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some good news. I look forward to. Oh, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I can't try it out anymore. Shit. I look forward to you trying it out and telling me all about it.
Exactly. Other things that were released, or other things that were revealed, from the state of play. We'll go. Like, I think we need to go into more detail about this another time because I need to have a closer look at what kind of things were revealed in that state of play. But
Don't want to have an uninformed opinion.
yes, exactly. But Death Stranding 2 is coming to PC. Woo. Woohoo. Yay.
I
Everyone's
love good old
famous
Death Stranding.
Amazon delivery simulator with aliens.
Yes, will you play the mailman that walks across the endless environments?
Yep, the mailman that
Now,
walks
honestly,
across the apocalupse.
pretty much.
That
And,
looks
hey, it's good for listening to podcasts, and that's about it.
exactly. That looks that looks unweirdly like Norman Reedus, but yeah, that's coming to PC. What else? Ghosts of Yotei co-op multiplayer Legends mode is coming. And that is all the reveals we have got thus far? Question
I
mark?
remember with Ghost of Tsushima's initial release, about a couple of months in, they added a co-op multiplayer online feature to it as well of Legends, much like they're adding to Yotai. Now, I never heard that much of a splash about it. Everyone always, gave their glowing reviews of the main campaign, all the exploration, the environment, the scenery, the combat, but it always felt like it was almost like a silent applause or just a indifference towards the online component. Now, maybe they can do something interesting with it here in Ghost of Yotei, if they can switch it up a little bit, but I have a feeling it might fall flat.
Yeah.
Or just be a silent burn, if anything.
Well,
Few people who might care for it, but nothing spectacular.
well, moving on to our next story. The Highguard developer has now been hit with mass layoffs less than a month after their game releases. So
Really?
This is one. This is a story that I haven't honestly I haven't really been following much of, because to be quite honest with you, those kinds of games just do not interest me. However, I have heard bits and pieces. And from what I have heard, Highguard is it's currently in the news. It's a game that got released. It's like a sort of like a 4v4 hero shooter kind of Apex Legend, Concord style game. And apparently no one's playing it. And I think the developers have come out and said something like, we don't care that no one's playing it, or so they've basically said that. So now they've been hit with like loads and loads of layoffs.
I'm not surprised if they don't have enough sales or people playing the game continuously. Of course, you're not going to be able to support a large faculty to keep on working on it and updating it.
Well, he says it.
Lo and behold, as well, with the gaming industry, there is precedent to have mass layoffs. So whenever you finish and complete a game, you only keep then the people that would be there to update it and to just keep it running smoothly, if running at all. You normally wouldn't keep all 200 people you hired to help to design, develop, and build it. Just the 20 or so that would be the ones to essentially be a skeleton crew to keep it going.
Exactly. Exactly. But on good news, we do have more good news. No Man's
That's lots of good
Sky.
news tonight.
No Man's Sky has got a brand new update.
Patty, that game gets updated several times a year, always for free.
Yep.
That's always good news.
Yep.
What is this update about?
This update is called the Remnant update, which gives which gives players access to a gravity gun,
Oh,
and allows them to customize their own exocraft vehicles. So, a couple of updates ago, we had the Corvette update, which allowed players to build and customize their own spaceships. Now we can customize and build our own land vehicles,
oh, that's exciting.
which
Have
is
some
really
proper
exciting.
exocraft to go across the landscape beyond just the templates they started out.
Exactly. And they'll be able to customize it all. They'll be able to put like caterpillar tracks. They'll be able to put like walking legs. They'll be able to make dump trucks and things like that. Because one of the brand new features in this update as well is you can salvage. And
Really?
you can salvage wrecks. You can clean. It's called cleanup, so that you'll be able to clean up the planet's surface, like moving like scrap and all into the back of these trucks and transport them across planet, salvage shipwrecks, things like that. It's a very in-depth update, and honestly, like that game, I haven't played No Man's Sky in ages. That game never ceases to amaze me.
I mean, they just keep expanding it more and more and more. I mean, they made their money very quickly when it originally came out.
But
And
people,
they also were infamous
Mhm.
for how much they lacked on release, which was pretty much everything.
The
Even
game was
lied about
universally
multiplayer
hated.
being a thing.
The, and then they
Then a year
apologized.
later, they apologized, and a year later, they repolished it. They
Yep.
made it into something playable, and people started to enjoy it. And they've been doing free updates ever since.
Like,
They've added, I don't know how many hours of content into that game after what was initially there. I mean, obviously, it's quote unquote endless. Explore the galaxy that is procedurally generated,
yep,
whatnot. You could do that till the end of time. But for the unique things that you can build, the quest lines, the dialogue, and everything, there has to be at least 30 plus hours of content that they've all added for free. Maybe more.
exactly. Exactly. And, you know, that's, I mean, the one thing that I will always sort of think when I see another No Man's Sky update is someone out there not going to try and get the memo across to Hello Games that the general public forgive them? We forgive
That
you!
they've finally done enough.
We forgive you, No Man's Sky. You fixed.
The very
You fixed the
Very
game.
few people still hold a grudge against them.
You
It
could
is now
stop.
a game that is universally beloved for how much
Exactly.
they've put out and updated it.
You could
I mean,
stop.
compare
now.
compare it now to what it was at launch. Is like comparing. What was the game that that's to put out? Starfield. Compare
Yep.
Starfield to Star Citizen
Yep.
in terms of how much of a leap in quality that would be in comparison to the two.
Exactly.
Same can be said with initial 2016 No Man's Sky and 2026 No Man's Sky a decade later.
Yep.
They
Exactly.
come out in 2016, right?
Yes, 2016.
Ah.
It was
All
honestly.
right.
It is. It's actually unbelievable. Just how much that game has changed. Which is
Astonishing is what it is.
It is nothing short of astonishing. But yeah, let me see.
Oh no, what's the next piece of news?
I swear to God, I genuinely think we need a designated segment in this
Alright.
in this in this sort of like special segment of our stream, this news section. We need a section with its own jingle called "How has Ubisoft fucked up this week?"
I mean, aren't they going bankrupt?
Jesus, they've been going bankrupt for the past bloody 6 years, and no
All right,
matter
what
what
is it now?
they
What is it
do,
now?
they just can't stop it. Like, it's so.
They
But
just
no,
can't get a wind under their belt.
right. So Jacob, would you like to ask the question? Right, ask the question. Go
I
on.
already did.
What?
What have they done this time?
Right. Ubisoft workers are striking across multiple countries.
Pardon?
Ubisoft's recent restructure has pushed its employees to the breaking point this week. The halls of the massive publisher are unusually empty today as a 3-day company-wide strike kicks off. Following the wave of studio closures, project cancellations, and forced return to office mandate, a group of French unions, including the STJV, the CFE, CGC, and the CGT. Fuck that.
All the letters of the French alphabet.
Yep, all the letters of the Hon Brigade has called for the company-wide strike on February the 10th, 11th, and 12th. This isn't just a small disagreement over the perks. It is a battle for the future of game development at the publisher. And the firing, there was the firing that sparked this strike was when David Michaud Crump, a key designer on the Assassin's Creed series, was fired for commenting publicly on Ubisoft's new policy requiring workers to return to the office for 5 days a week. So he made a comment on LinkedIn, actually. He went,
that's quite the place to post it.
hang on. This is what he said. Hang on. Sorry. I have to. Hang on. So Ubisoft want to bring back us to the office because they believe in collaboration. But come on, we're not completely stupid. We very well know what you want to get back 5 days in the office. Spoiler alert, it's not about efficiency or collaboration, he wrote on LinkedIn. I'm still going. We won't be silenced by intimidation tactics. Hang on. Sorry, that's not him. Sorry, that's someone else. That's the union.
Apparently they have the same voice though. I would have been fooled.
That's the union. But Ubisoft has claimed that the firing was due to a breach of duty and loyalty, but the developer community isn't buying it. In the exclusive interview with Game Rant, STJV, the Syndicat de Travailleurs et Travailleurs de Jeux Vidéo, or the Video Games Workers Union, representative explained that this move is a classic scare tactic. And then they say, we won't be silenced by intimidation tactics, says the union. However, let's be real, that the era where AAA leads can spark transparently, sorry, I can't bloody read. The era where AAA leads can speak transparently has pretty much never existed. People have always been told to keep quiet. If anything, people speak out more. Hence, the conflicts arise. So, the unions believe individual transparency is dead, and the AAA space making the bargaining is only a safe way to speak up. The union organisation can afford to speak out truths and could cost an individual their position. Michaud Crump himself later told reporters that success in game development is about fundamentals like clarity of goals, trust, documentation, tooling and communication practices, not physical proximity. Game Rant reached the out to Ubisoft for further comment, but in typical Ubisoft response, they didn't say anything.
Right. I mean, despite your egregious accent you're putting on, I definitely agree with this Michael that you keep trying to quote.
Absolutely.
I mean, Ubisoft definitely is barking up the wrong tree, and now that they have a 3-day protest,
Look,
along with all the closures and everything else, they're just running themselves into the ground.
Jacob, Ubisoft has never barked up the right tree.
No, and trying to make your employees go back to the office if they've been more productive, you know, working remotely just sounds stupid.
It does.
I mean, most of the research across the board suggests that working from home instead of having to waste time commuting, or let alone in part of office culture, it just boosts productivity across the board, really. If you can actually have your own space to breathe and not be stuck in a goddamn cubicle slaving away until your boss says you can clock out.
Exactly. Like, I swear, right, I'm going to make a prediction, right? I cannot see. Now, this is a very wide prediction, but I'm going to make it anyway. I cannot see Ubisoft lasting the decade.
Oh no, they're going out of business in the near future.
Ubisoft,
and if they don't go out of business, they're definitely rebranding and getting bought out.
They are. That's exactly what I was going to say. If they don't go out of business and if they don't close forever, they're definitely going to get acquired by either PlayStation or Xbox. An acquisition is going to be made, and
I think an acquisition, it's going to happen no matter what. It's just a matter of will it be the whole company or will it be its titles that it leaves behind, like Assassin's Creed.
I don't know if this is true or not, so please do not take this as news. But I genuinely don't. I think Ubisoft tried to get acquired a few years back, but no one would take them.
I mean, if they were trying to name their own price, that was the issue.
I remember...
No one's going to pay whatever they probably want.
I remember back, when I first read that story about Ubisoft getting acquired, or Ubisoft, they posted up on social media or something that it was basically like, hey, we would be open to negotiations for getting acquired, but no one took them up on that offer.
Well, no one's going to take you up on the offer when you're the one approaching the table saying, hey, someone buy me, and trying to draw up your own price. They'll come to you when you're desperate and you don't have a choice but to accept whatever terms they lay down.
Exactly.
Okay, what they want the most bang for their buck, paying as little as they possibly can to get the titles, which, that's fair. But it definitely puts Ubisoft in a bit of a shit position.
Do you know what? I think an idea for a YouTube video, Jacob, right? Something a bit different, right? We'll try and get this news position. We'll try and get this news segment refined into a YouTube video. See how that format works, right? And then, I genuinely think we could easily warrant a video documenting the downfall of Ubisoft.
Yeah, so long as we do a little bit of research into the history, we can easily drum something up.
We would need to. I've already got a script half made, but I just need the facts. I think that would be funny and entertaining, because seriously, that company, I don't like seeing companies fail or companies do go out of business, right?
Right.
I don't. But I have to admit, I find Ubisoft entertaining.
I mean, it's definitely humorous, I'll say. I'm a little bit heartbroken, not for Ubisoft, but for the fact that I don't know what will happen to a game I used to quite enjoy, For Honor, and Assassin's Creed as both franchises. For Honor, I enjoyed the combat, and I really wish that system would get adapted into other games. Mm-hmm. And for Assassin's Creed, I love the OG games. I don't really care for any of the new ones they've made at all, but it's a classic in my mind, and I
Well,
wouldn't want to see it sundered and buried in a graveyard out back
you know,
without a tombstone.
don't feel bad, Jacob, or don't feel upset or worried or anything, because you see those developers of those games, they don't work at Ubisoft anymore. They've gone to make Expedition 33. They're fine.
Oh,
So that's why I am not any developer from Ubisoft that's worth
that was
talking
worth the
about.
salt.
That was worth their salt has moved over to Expedition 33. You know, it's,
Or other titles with other studios, maybe.
exactly. You know, it's don't be
Distraught.
be distraught at them, because none of in my opinion, none of the frickin' none of the current developers in Ubisoft have a clue what the fuck they're doing. I will never forget the Skull and Bones reveal after like the 5-year hiatus of development. They finally revealed what Skull and Bones was going to be launched as, right? And this
And it was
promising.
something totally different.
And the lead thing that they showed us, the lead thing that the lead developer got up in front of the camera and said, "Forget everything you know about pirate games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Forget everything you know about pirate games." And then proceeded to show us something that wasn't a pirate game.
And yet masqueraded as such.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Skull and Bones is not a fucking pirate game. It's a trading simulator.
Out of curiosity, how much money did Skull and Bones lose? I don't think it even broke a profit with its development costs, right?
How much money did Skull...
Sorry, maybe I should have asked if you had that prepped before I asked.
No, it's fine. Skull and Bones has estimated to have cost between 650 million and 850 million.
What the fuck? There's no way they made $1 billion in sale to cover that, for sure. I'd be surprised if they made 50 million in sales. Also, while we've been doing this review, I killed the Eternal Guard by myself the entire time. Just, letting you know.
In the first week, they sold less than 50,000 copies.
Well deserved, if you ask me.
And have made an estimated 200 million.
Well, if they've quote-unquote made 200 million, that's still at least a 450 to 650 million dollar loss.
Yeah. Forget everything.
I'm surprised it even made 200 million.
It's actually, like, I can't believe... Oh, Ubisoft. The most... Oh, they're just so out of touch. That they really genuinely are out of touch.
I think they're just trying to screw themselves over, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe whoever's at the head of the company, I don't know the name, just wants to run it into the ground for whatever reason, because that's the only explanation I have for how horribly they've done as of late.
Well, the thing, it's...
Just doesn't make sense.
It's Yves Guillemot. Or Guillemot. Or I can't... He is the head of Ubisoft, right? But I'm pretty sure Ubisoft is a family-run business as well. Like, I think his son is like...
Wait, what?
Is Ubisoft a family-run...
That's just giving family-run businesses a bad name, if so. Holy shit.
Yes, Ubisoft is considered a family-run business, having been founded historically controlled by the Guillemot family, while its publicly trading company, the 5 Guillemot brothers, Yves, Claude, Michel, Gerard, and Christian, Founded the company in 1986 and have maintained a strong long-term influence over its management and operations.
Well, maybe that's the fucking issue. They need some goddamn new blood.
They need people who actually know what the fuck they're doing.
Which evidently none of them do.
Exactly.
Ah,
Oh dear.
such is the tragedy of Ubisoft.
But moving on to there's a wee bit. Let me see what else. Jacob, you had a wee bit of news in regarding Discord, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Yes. And obviously Discord is not a video game company, nor video game.
No,
But it
but
is
it
an
is a
app that
platform
most
gamers
people
use.
use. Yes, a platform most gamers use to communicate. Because just about any other ones that you would use for your voice chat is, well, to be quite frank, dog shit. Of
Exactly.
which Discord is readily becoming.
Yep.
Discord has announced an extension of the United Kingdom privacy. Oh, no, not privacy. Teen protection activity or act or update, whatever you want to call it.
This isn't what I think
Essentially,
this is.
oh no, I think it absolutely is what you think it is. But would you like me to tell you, or would you like to take your guess?
Could I hazard a guess and this is the fucking porn ban?
Not
the,
quite.
the fact that in order now, obviously I don't know this. I haven't seen it for myself, but I have heard of other people.
Aha.
That you have to provide identification and a face ID in order
Well,
to observe the content.
Well, it just so happens to be exactly that, but globally, no longer being constrained to just the United Kingdom. Discord, as a company, is going to be installing that very same piece of rules and verification across the entire platform and site as a whole.
What?
Now, you will not need to use your face to just simply log on or any such thing. It's not that limiting. But you will definitely need to view anything that would possibly be considered teen and above in content. Okay, NSFW explicit images or anything that might be vulgar in other such case? Yes. You will now need to provide a form of government identification, which has to display your birth date on it, obviously, as well as a full facial scan, which I presume is not just a simple blank photo, but actively registering your face as you turn it to and fro and up and down to verify that you are indeed a real living person.
Fuck's sake.
And allegedly, they're going to then delete all the information that you send them after they verify that you are indeed an adult. But I highly doubt that's going to be the case. And even if it is true, to some degree, there is at least a time period over which the Discord has your information, and given just how often they've been hacked and the security has been breached in the past, with being the servers being shut down or
Yep.
other such,
We're fucked, essentially.
you know, yes, you'll be fucked if you decide to put your face on there just so you can see some, let's say, vulgar, explicit images. Anything raunchy? Well, you might as well be exposing your face on the internet to everyone who might want to see it.
Oh my god.
Now, allegedly, other people that would use Discord will not be able to see if you have been verified or not. So they have no way of knowing if you submitted a form to become verified. So do with that what you will, I suppose. I guess it has a semblance of privacy, albeit not that much.
Jacob,
Yes.
sorry,
Well, going past the foot of the damned, if that's what you're going to ask.
yeah, is there any reason why there is a potential level 5 Reapers on an intercept course? Oh, maybe not.
I
Maybe
didn't
not.
see them back there.
It's-
I did not see them back there, but I can see them now. It's a brig.
It's turned away.
But I see it. It's a brig. And it is definitely Reapers, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Thank you for catching that detail. I saw them on the map. I just didn't know they were that close.
We'll head to the most southernmost. Where is the what island?
Well, at the moment, we're actually heading to the Devil's Roll since we have a key from the Guardian that I killed.
But
If you happen to
where
remember,
is it? Brimstone Rock. Is the where are the one where are the
directly east, Brimstone Rock. Also, they were known as the Pervy Scurvy. That ship.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Now, it was spelled Pervy with a U instead of an E, so apparently that's fine, according to Rare, in terms of not being explicit. But oh my goodness, I imagine Discord would make you submit your ID for that!
Well, of course, fucking, we met one that was called the Madeline McCann last week, so, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just try to make edgy names nowadays.
I don't think Rare is,
Giving a particular shit anymore?
No. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think Discord, that's scummy on Discord's, Discord's.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm sorry, but, like, could this spell the end for Discord?
I damn well hope so. In the hope that something else better will rise. I mean, honestly, Discord's been going down the drain for some time anyways. They've been adding more, and some exciting features, sure, but they've been locking them all behind a paywall known as Nitro. And trying to get people to then... Oh, Nitro is a monthly subscription, so you can have custom names and avatars for each server you're in instead of one across the board, as well as having the ability to post animated GIFs, well, not animated GIFs, but animated emotes and other such things. Basically, it makes you look special, and have a few extra little perks here and there, for I don't know how much extra a month. Now, to me, it just sounds like they're trying to rake in whatever money they can without running ads on the site, but also... I feel like if they shouldn't put any of that behind a paywall. And with the ID scanning as well, they're likely just looking to sell the information for money, of which most social media platforms are now trying to do too.
Yeah.
Which also is a whole other dreadful story that we won't get into.
Exactly. Oh, bloody Discord. Well, the next story is over to PlayStation.
Oh?
A very sort of disappointing news. So Horizon 3 is still a long way off, according to a well-known industry insider. Though the threequel was already teased years ago, it's now understood that it's going to be taking a back seat to Guerrilla Games as... they have newly announced a Horizon co-op title, which looks terrible, by the way.
Really?
Horizon first teased Horizon 3, Guerrilla first teased Horizon 3 back in April 2023, following the release of the VR game Horizon Call of the Mountain, which was actually really good, by the way. At that time, a blog post from the Dutch studio confirmed that the company would be expanding the Horizon universe with Aloy's next adventure and a separate online project. Nearly 3 years later, it was announced that in the form of Horizon The Gathering, which is a co-op action game for up to 3 players. However, Horizon 3 is nowhere to be seen. Most Guerrilla games is reported focusing on Horizon The Gathering. So, yeah, Guerrilla is currently focusing all their resources on Horizon The Gathering. Because guess what? It'll be money because it has microtransactions, probably, because it's a multiplayer game.
Lovely.
Lovely. So, yeah, that's quite sad. I mean, I love the Horizon games. Even though the Horizon games are the most cursed games on the planet.
Cursed?
Yeah.
How so?
Mainly because it's either the developers are not clued in at all with the gaming stage, the gaming world stage, or they are just extremely stupid. Or it's working for them. Who knows in the short term. But when Horizon Zero Dawn first came out, right? So, Horizon Zero Dawn, it came out a week before. Let me have a look. Horizon Zero. Let me get my facts right here. Horizon Zero Dawn 2017. Games released in 2017. Alright, let me check here. Right. Yeah, there we go. So, Horizon Zero Dawn released a week before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay? Which you would think, okay, that doesn't really impact sales, right? Because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a Switch exclusive, and Horizon Zero Dawn is a PlayStation exclusive. However, the issue is not the fact that people would be playing Breath of the Wild over Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's the fact that in the month following that, everybody was talking about Breath of the Wild, and nobody was talking about Zero Dawn.
Well, I can't imagine the sales did too well because of that.
However, it gets worse, Jacob. Forbidden West,
How so?
you would think that they would have learnt their lesson. But no. Horizon Forbidden West, which is a very good game. I'm playing it again at the minute, actually, and I'm not on streaming. But Horizon Forbidden West came out a week before Elden Ring. Which is on the platform they released on. So
yeah, that's the big issue.
So, I don't know. Like I said, they're either really stupid or they think they're being smart. I don't know. Maybe it's working for them. Who knows?
Maybe they're just trying to set themselves up for failure. Whoever's managing this release schedule of theirs.
Exactly. But,
Also,
let me see. What else? Roblox has been banned from yet another country.
probably for the best, considering the news happening with that game.
Yep. It's been banned in Egypt, Jacob. It's been
Really?
banned in the
In
setting of
Egypt?
the next God of War game.
I mean, honestly, that just means more sales for God of War.
Exactly. Though Roblox is one of the most popular games, it has been banned in Egypt. Why has it been
pray
banned
tell?
in Egypt? It has been banned by the country's Supreme Council for Media Regulation. This move follows the Egyptian senator Wala Hermas Randwanded calling for regulation on Roblox, sharing concerns regarding the game's impact on children, morals, and educational values, as well as the ability for kids to have the direct communication with complete strangers. Roblox notably revised its restrictions in recent history, limiting what age groups can communicate with each other and requiring age checks in Roblox by way of selfie videos to try and ensure that users are the age they claim to be. But yeah.
I remember there was a controversy.
Oh, sorry. It added to the company. It's currently reaching out. So it added the company. So this is the Roblox developers that they're reaching out to the Egyptian authorities in an attempt to restore the gaming platform and resolve the problems that the government has found within the Roblox game.
I thought before you got it into the details here that they were going to be talking about the fact that Roblox has allowed perverts to maintain their presence on the game even when they've been discovered and outed by other players. And in fact, then banning the players that went out of the way to expose people that were otherwise trying to prey on children in the game. That was a story that broke, I think, about a month ago, maybe two, in regards to, you know, people with unsavory and illicit desires trying to then groom people there and assault them virtually.
Exactly. Well,
that's what I thought you were going to go with, but the fact that they're just Continue, please.
Well,
I do not.
it has been so now that it's so Egypt's not the first country it's been banned in. It is, but they have been banned. Roblox has been banned in Egypt, Algeria, Iraq, Palestine, Qatar, and Russia.
Ah, so it's largely just a Middle Eastern ban then, in that case.
Yep.
Since they're trying to be essentially an ethics police
Yeah.
in that regard. Now, I do not fault
Apart
them
from Russia.
for wishing to protect. Oh,
I'm
okay, apart from Russia, but
pretty
Russia
sure
is its own
Russia's
issue.
probably just banned it because it's a Western game. Let's just face it.
Yeah, and there's lots of people there that would then try to spread Western propaganda in their eyes.
Exactly. So
Still, I'm definitely not in support of Roblox having to vet people's ages, but at the same time, I'm not in support of Roblox as a company either.
I don't
So
I don't like Roblox. I've never liked Roblox. I think it's a shit game. That's
it's
why I
just
stream. But
it's like a poor man's Minecraft,
poor man's
essentially.
Minecraft.
Except without the building and even worse block. Doesn't have any charm to it.
Yep, exactly.
But a lot of kids like it just as much as they do Fortnite for some godforsaken reason.
Oh, here's one for us, Jacob.
Oh?
Microsoft is reportedly looking to expand Xbox Game Pass in big ways.
Well, considering they more than doubled the price, yeah, I would hope so. I stopped paying for Game Pass. It wasn't worth it for me.
I would quite like it to maybe be worth the money now. But Xbox Game Pass is reportedly looking into new ways to expand its subscription service lineup and features, with lots of possibilities in the horizon. Xbox Game Pass already offers its subscribers access to hundreds of different games, and if in recent reports are true, that catalogue could expand in new ways across the future. There have been several shake-ups with the Xbox Game Pass over the last several months that have seen the service expand in multiple ways while also becoming more expensive. These decisions have seen mixed reactions from fans and customers, such as the nearly 50% price hike of the Ultimate tier more than 4 months back, but the more recent reports of upcoming features like the free ad-supported cloud tier for Xbox gamers could open up the service to an entirely new and larger group of gaming enthusiasts. Now a report suggests that Microsoft's gaming subscription service is looking forward to even more expansions in the future, according to The Verge. Microsoft is in the early stages of investigating different avenues for broadening the Game Pass library and customer experience. Due to the recency of these ideas being tossed around, no major changes are expected to hit the platform this year, but a brief list of ideas that has been shared could result in the Game Pass subscribers getting a lot more in the future. I feel we're going round in circles with this article.
Yeah, it's not really getting to the point. Just vague sentiments, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're adding a cloud gaming feature. Well, people's issue with the service wasn't it's not the features, but rather just how much they're having to pay a goddamn month. $30 a month is just outrageous. It's highway robbery. And even if you add a quote-unquote cloud gaming service to it, it's still not going to make it worthwhile.
Well,
that's what they said, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there's more.
Couldn't you already cloud game before?
You can on PC.
I know I can already do it on Xbox.
Well, look.
So I don't see what's new about that.
One of the methods that the sources state is that they are considering a potential merger between Xbox Game Pass Premium tier and PC Game Pass. The company's gaming service that focuses its efforts on PC instead of consoles, considering Microsoft's recent softening of its stance on console exclusives and reports on Xbox getting into the handheld gaming market, and uniting of its PC and console-based gaming services doesn't seem that far-fetched. So basically they're going to unite PC and console.
I wonder
for
if they're
Game
gonna
Pass.
price hike it even further when they quote unquote unite it. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to.
Who knows? But is it worth the 26 million quid that we all have to pay for Game Pass already? Who knows?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
That's
not.
just my opinion, though.
Um. Right. Um. Oh Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Oh no. What is it now?
More Ubisoft news.
More Ubisoft
Now
stuff?
this is old.
Do we want to cover them again?
This is from the 5th of February, but I think it's a bit significant, right? So
Okay,
apologies.
sure.
Rumored of co-op multiplayer Assassin's Creed game has reportedly been cancelled by Ubisoft. A new report claims that a long-rumoured Assassin's Creed multiplayer game that was in development has been scrapped. While there's still some hope for the future Assassin's Creed multiplayer projects, this news may come as a disappointment. It actually doesn't, because I genuinely do not give a shit.
I once cared for Assassin's Creed back in the times of Black Flag, and that was just about it.
If it's Ubisoft's if it's a Ubisoft title, if it's got a Ubisoft like mark on it now, I do not give a shit. It's been
it's going to
revealed
only be a sign of bad quality.
exactly, or cheap. It's been revealed that an upcoming Assassin's Creed project that would have seen 4 assassins join up in feudal Japan. Oh my god! Not feudal Japan!
They only just released that.
Yeah, exactly. This, I bet you, this is the mobile game that was supposed to go along with it. The news came as the French site Origami, I thought origami was Japanese, but sure. Which
Origami as an art is Japanese, but I guess not the
this
website.
is a French site called Origami, which claims that it's verified the report with half a dozen Ubisoft employees called Assassin's Creed League. The project was initially intended to serve as a DLC for the most recent entry, Assassin's Creed Shadows. It would have been produced, some of the content arriving in the season pass for the game, going beyond simple DLC, though Assassin's Creed League would have created a new baseline that Assassin's Creed games would utilise regarding or reintroducing multiplayer to the franchise future entries. Ultimately, it appears that the developer felt that the project was taking too long and that attaching it to Assassin's Creed Shadows wouldn't make much sense. However, the project wasn't fully scrapped at that point, with plans to spin it off as its own standalone game that likely would have used assets from Assassin's Creed Shadows, shock horror. An alpha of the multiplayer game wasn't expected to be available until May 2026. That has also now been scrapped, with cancellation apparently coming as a surprise to Ubisoft. Annecy Leeds, who received the news themselves a week prior to this report.
Well, it doesn't seem like much of anything was lost.
At this stage, I actually despair. I genuinely frickin' despair. Like, look.
The last time they tried to make an online component for an Assassin's Creed game, remind me which one it was? Because the last that I recall, it was Assassin's Creed Unity. And that had its own share of issues with it.
The Assassin's Creed Unity, the Assassin's Creed Unity multiplayer actually was alright, because you could freely explore Paris to your heart's content.
You weren't just like locked in like a mission or something.
You weren't locked in a mission, but you could do missions, and there was actually a lot to do in its open world. However, I think what this is talking about is the Assassin's Creed multiplayer, which
Wait. Like from back in
the Ezio
Revelations?
trilogy. You know where
Oh!
like you were there was like one assassin and that had to hunt people down or something
Yes?
like that.
I do remember that.
That's what I think the rumor is.
I actually have fond memories of that nonsense back in the day.
It was good nonsense.
I mean, it was a great gaming? No. But
No.
was it a good way to pass the time as a kid? Yes.
And it sort of added a little bit more value to Assassin's Creed as as a
Because then
title.
it was a little bit more than just a single player game.
And back in those days, there was not very much. There was no things as microtransactions. So like literally, like what you got was what you got. You know, there was nothing.
Yeah, and there was no such thing as a fucking season pass.
No, or pay to win, or any of that. Fortnite, very kindly introduced that one for us.
And it's been a plague on the environment ever since.
Since there was probably, to be fair, there was probably evidence of microtransactions way before Fortnite, but
Well, I will say there was plenty of evidence of useless DLCs as such with the Oblivion horse armor.
golden guns from Red Dead Redemption 1.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Remember that one? The Warhorse.
Yes, I do now.
Um,
Yet again, Rockstar's always been scummy with its DLC.
Liars and Cheats. Do you remember that one that added in like the gang hideouts?
That I do.
You know, it's those are a good one. But yeah, so yeah, sorry to disappoint you, everyone, but Assassin's Creed League, the multiplayer Assassin's Creed extension to Assassin's Creed Shadows, has been cancelled.
And nothing of value was lost.
Oh dear. Moving swiftly on. On to rumours. Now.
Alright.
There's reportedly HBO, is it? HBO. Let me just double check here. Yeah, HBO. There we go. Have announced actually, I think. Yep. HBO has announced a brand new TV show, Jacob.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, it is so.
What is it?
It's called Baldur's Gate.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Fucking excuse me?
Yep. Yep. Baldur's Gate is getting its own TV show.
I mean, it already had 3 video games. Why not make a TV show, I suppose? And have real-life people play characters in a fantasy setting.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to have a subtitle. So it's actually going to be called Baldur's Gate: The Chronicles of Heart and Hammer. Starring two dwarves. Two dwarven brothers, a Druger and a Hill dwarf. A paladin and a thief that go across the lands of the Sword Coast and the Shadowlands, trying to stop the evil Mind Flayer. Just kidding, it's not. But we can only wish. Starring Paddy and Jacob as the two dwarf brothers.
Why, of course.
If only.
Also, there's a Megalodon here, by the way, and oh no, it fucked off.
No worries. There is a Reapers in the next island along, so just be careful.
Let's just go sell them.
Time-wise. Let me see. What else? And also, speaking of Baldur's Gate 4 has been officially announced.
But it's not being made by Larian, I presume.
Oh wait, no, hang on.
Hasbro had them fired.
We'll be making... Sorry, that's the TV show. Sorry, never mind. Um, and what was that?
I just had to knock you off the wheel politely. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. Um, and that is the weekly news in gaming.
Hmm. You know, just to talk about that TV show announcement a little bit, if it's anything like the D&D movie that came out, it might actually be okay, because the D&D movie, while it was a loss financially due to people boycotting Wizards of the Coast at the time, it actually was a really well put together movie. It
Mm.
was fun, it knew exactly what kind of jokes to play into. It was a good watch. Now,
Yeah.
was it the best movie ever made? No. But was it still, did it fit the aesthetic? Did it know what it was going for? Yes and yes. With that said, will this TV show do the same? I'm concerned because everyone has their own candid stories of the choices they made in the video game. Everyone
Exactly.
has different endings for each character, from Astarion to Karlach to Shadowheart to Lizella to Minthara even. You, you're going to have people that are going to have what they want to see not come into fruition. And even then, you have to then hire people to portray these characters that it's not going to be easy to cast.
No.
And as we know, most video game adaptations to TV shows or movies, or anything of the kind, they usually don't go well.
No.
The
Exactly.
most successful one as of late was the Fallout adaptation of all
Now,
things.
that is not to be laughed at, Jacob. That Fallout
I know.
adaptation is fucking unreal.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are complaining that it's messed with lore for this and that on Fallout New Vegas, but at the same time, they've done it pretty well from what I've heard. Not that I really care for Amazon and it being on Amazon Prime, but still not shabby. It's at least a lot better than the likes of, oh, I don't know, The Witcher?
The Last of Us. Although, actually, sorry,
Oh,
I
that
think, I
too.
think, I think the last. No, sorry, that's a terrible example. The Last of Us. The criticism goes to the Last of Us TV show for being too faithful in the fact that they literally like the really shit plot of the Last of Us Part Two video game has been recreated perfectly, or half of it has in the Last of Us Season Two.
Ah. You know, I never played, like, it, not,
The
what is it
Last of
called
Us
again?
Part
Last of
2.
Us? I've never played The Last of Us Part 2, but
It
I've
was
heard
shit.
lots of things about it, and it wasn't really that great of a story, and it didn't really make much sense with the decisions that were made throughout.
Yeah.
I've also heard some things about the main actress for Ellie, who, from what I know, she was quite popular as a Lyanna or
Lyanna Mormont.
Lyanna, Lyanna Mormont from Game of Thrones. But her performance for Ellie didn't really go that
She
well, so
couldn't
I've
get the
been told.
emotional depth
Mm.
that.
And there's also the whole issue when it comes to the likeness with Pedro Pascal and also, what is her name as an actor? I don't know it because I've not watched.
Who's this? The.
The girl who plays Lyanna Mormont. What
Oh,
is her
Bella
name?
Ramsey.
That's her actual name, Ramsey?
Bella Ramsey.
Huh. Well, at least it's not Ramsey Bolton, I guess. Nevertheless, I forget where I was going with this now. Oh, wait, yes I do. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, they don't look anything similar to the characters from the game
No.
whatsoever. I mean, Pedro Pascal got somewhat close to the beard, but even then, that was a stretch of it. It
Yeah.
would have been nice if they had cast somebody who actually fit the role as well. At least, if not in terms of how they gave the performance, at least in appearance. Because then at least you could imagine they had better dialogue than what I'm sure they did act.
Exactly.
What other controversial adaptations have there been? Out of curiosity, if you have any off the top of your head.
Halo.
Oh, and the Borderlands movie too apparently was dog shit, or so I
Borderlands. It was
heard.
awful. The Minecraft movie.
You know, I've never watched the Minecraft movie. So many people made random ass jokes
Don't.
about it.
Don't.
I heard it
It,
was hilariously stupid
it's
comedy and
so
just
bad, it's
generally
good.
bad. Oh, it's one of those ones.
It's so bad, it's good.
Well, at least they knew where to market it then, because honestly, I don't know how you can make a proper Minecraft movie that's actually meant to be good and have it
I
be
mean,
live action. That
Jason
just doesn't seem
Momoa.
possible.
Jason Momoa's character is called Garrett Garrettson. That
What?
that that should say everything. That should speak the volumes that you need
Yeah.
for how stupid that movie is. But no, the what else was there? Resident Evil. It was also a really bad adaptation. Yeah, that's all I can think of at the top of my head. I know Halo was really bad.
Yeah, so I've heard. When they take off his helmet and reveal Master Chief's face in the very first season alone.
Yeah,
And butcher just about all the law as well along the way.
yeah, it was. But yeah, no, that is
I think that's about it for our segments.
that is the gaming news this week. A lot has happened actually. It was it was quite a dramatic week actually.
Yeah, certainly. Especially if Ubisoft's, well, perpetual downfall.
Ubisoft, Ubisoft,
Ubisoft is falling, you by hard.
What an absolute joke of a company. Do you know? It is actually quite a testament to to EA actually, because Ubisoft or EA has it not been voted one of the worst companies to work for in the world,
Oh yes.
like years running, like over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
and
I mean, it's an achievement how bad they've been
yeah.
consistently across the board.
Is it how they
I mean,
treat their customers, or is it how they treat their employees?
I think it's both.
Well,
I
the
think it's
fact
both.
that EA do that, right, and Ubisoft still hasn't beaten them, that's a testament to EA.
Yeah.
Because
They're just how
Ubisoft
dog shit EA is.
are so
But they have a reputation
scummy.
to uphold.
I mean, what do you expect? It's the fucking French.
You know, I'm sorry, I'm not from the United Kingdom, so I don't have a thing against the French like you do.
No, no, I don't. I don't have a thing against the French.
You've been shitting on the French's entire fucking stream.
Look. I like France as a country. I've been there on holidays
Okay.
many times.
And then where's the butt? Where's the butt?
That's got good food, good scenery. I honestly do love France, but
your nationalism runs
the
strong.
one thing that really lets France down is the French.
And that's all we have time for, folks. Thank you for tuning in to this this colorful ending of a stream.
But you know what I mean? Like, they're bloody
No,
volatile.
I don't. I do not.
French are volatile.
I've never met someone who was French beyond being like an American or Canadian French. Because I've met Cajuns from Louisiana and the Bayou. I've met people from Quebec, but I've never met someone who's actually from France.
Look, the retirement
Apparently,
age,
it would be a displeasure, according to you.
The retirement age, a few years, I think it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the retirement age in France was brought up 1 year to make it coincide with its European counterparts and the UK. Okay? Because the French, the retirement year was always it was always earlier than most. But Emmanuel Macron brought it up to match with to its European neighbours, right? And the country went buck daft. Like, I mean, there were riots on the streets. Farmers got in tractors and got on and filled up slurry tanks and sprayed them all over the Parliament building. Fucking, they flipping hijacked cars on the motorway and bloody set them on fire and blocked the motorways up. Like, they are volatile.
Oh,
You do not piss off the French.
If I may just say, you have the Americans to thank for that, teaching them how to have a revolution, and then they had 15 more right after them.
I'm sorry, Jacob, but the French Revolution and the French riots literally outweigh any American Revolution in terms of volatility.
If I may just say, if it wasn't for the French, America wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
And yet, America is also the reason why France, as a kingdom, no longer exists. And it
Exactly.
exists instead as the travesty that it is now politically. I mean, actually, its government at the moment is a lot better than the American government, though, so I don't really have room to judge, considering everything happening on my side of the pond, which we will not get into on stream because I do not need to be put on 10 different watch
No,
lists.
you might get the Federals at your door, Jacob.
Oh, Patty. Who's to say that they're not already here?
That's it.
I already see 5 headlights outside.
Or a twist. The Federals might be at my door.
Oh,
For
yes, they have been expanding their reach.
where
I've been hearing glaciers have been floating down from the Arctic Circle, especially to the United Kingdom nowadays.
they are now attacking friends of Americans who speak out.
Patty, literally anyone who isn't one of them, they attack. So.
Yeah.
But we don't need to get into that because I do not need my blood to boil.
Nope.
And I do not need to then be stuffed into a quote-unquote detention center.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. And on that terrible disappointment, it is time to end. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and we will be back next Tuesday for yet again some more carnage and chaos. But until then, we will see you next time. Say goodbye, Jacob.
Adios, everybody. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Adios, everyone. Bye-bye now.